Okay, let's take a look at this question. So where in the FAR are the policies and procedures for using special contracting methods? So first let's pull out those parts of this question which are going to be most useful. So obviously we're focusing here on the policies and procedures and specifically about using special contracting methods. So you could probably search by either one of those things, but this one's a little more specific to me, and so I always like to search for the most specific thing I can. So I'm going to go with that. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to go over here to the FAR. I'm going to do the regulation search, and I'm going to put that in there, and I'm going to search the FAR and hit submit. So right off the bat, it looks like FAR Part 17 is going to be interesting to me, right? So let's go ahead and click on this top one because it just seems to be the first one in the list. But FAR Part 17 certainly seems like I'm in the right place. So FAR Part 17. And right here, let's see here. It says this part prescribes policies and procedures for the acquisition of supplies and services through special contracting methods. So that's great. So you know what? Before I go further, though, I'm going to go ahead and click on just the full FAR part because right now I'm only seeing this excerpt, right, of this. I'm going to click on this. I can always go back to this because I was right here. So right here, okay, this is where we were. So this part prescribes policies and procedures. That sounds pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down as an answer right off the bat because that sounds pretty good. So I'm in FAR 17.000 and God, that could be the answer because it says right there, policies and procedures. Now let's go back to this step. Does my answer truly address the specific question that was asked or issue being researched? Well, where in the FAR are the policies and procedures for using special contracting methods? I mean, this is talking about the policies and procedures, and it says this part prescribes. So when it says this part, is it talking about this right here? Or what is this part referring to? This part is actually referring to the entire part itself, right? So this is referring to the whole part, special contracting methods. And so if I look at it from that lens, if I just focus in here, it says that it prescribes the policies and procedures, but the actual policies and procedures, are they included right here? No, it just says that the part prescribes them. So where are the policies and procedures? Well, if I go back up to the full table of contents up here, let me do that. I can see right here that 17.105 is the policy, and I can see right here that 17.106 contains the procedures. Now, the policies and procedures are indeed contained within these specific sections down here. But let me go back because this can be confusing. Where in the FAR are the policies and procedures for using special contracting methods? Well, as far as I can tell, the policies and procedures are both included in the part itself, right? I can't just cite the scope, otherwise that's just citing those two words, policies and procedures. But where I actually find where those two things are located are in the part itself. And so I'm inclined to cite the full FAR part. And so when I do that, I cite, let's put it correctly in here, FAR part 17. And I'm going to strike that out because that was my first response, but it did not truly answer the specific question that was being asked or being researched. And so FAR part 17 looks like that truly answers what I'm looking for.